Hello, the purpose of this video is to show you how to install Noise Commander after signing up on Patreon. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my web browser, go to patreon.com/noisecommander3ds and find the pinned top post with that QR code. If you click on more here, you see some additional information. You will need to homebrew your console. I'm going to assume that you've already done this. Now you need to open FBI, go to Remote Install at the bottom, scan QR code, go to the scan the QR code from the browser, press A to confirm. So this will install an installer/updater app. I've been working last weekend on improving the installation process a little bit. So yeah, press B a few times and then start to exit FBI. So here we have our installer app. If I open it, it will ask me to insert my email address. So this is the email address from your Patreon account. I made a demo account for this purpose. So some improvements to before are it'll tell you whether or not it was able to reach the server. If your Wi-Fi is disabled, it will warn you and tell you to enable it. It will tell you whether or not your Patreon account by your email has been found. You can now choose to correct or change your email address without exiting the app. Here we have two choices. The temp build is a new thing. I will get to that later. I'm going to press A to install the normal version 0.0.5. Press A again to confirm. The first time it will copy some example samples. Yeah, it's taking a bit longer the first time, but once the samples are installed, every subsequent install will be skipping the samples, so it'll be a bit quicker. I hope the audio is loud enough. So yeah, now we can launch the app and we will see the version at the top screen, at the top of the top screen, so it's 0.0.5. If I press up, there's a default template file which allows you to load some samples. So I'm just gonna just press A, and if I press left on the D-pad, I can start playing the sounds and record something. I can save it. And the next time I open the app, I can go to recent files and load it again. Anyway, so that's installing the regular version. We can go back to the updater and now install the temp version. So that's pressing X instead of A. And now we get a bleeding edge build of 0.0.6. So this would be a way for you to look at a snapshot or like the latest and greatest features, or maybe if we have been corresponding, maybe I'll ask you to test something for me. You would do this in a temp build. And here we can see that it's the temp build. can open the recent file. If I press down on the D-pad 3 times in the credit screen, in this version you can even also see the Git branch and the Git commit. And there's a new link I will show you. You can see the commit history on the Patreon page. So something I learned is that the CIA install process on the 3DS doesn't allow downgrading, so you have to, well, the code will have to uninstall the existing app before installing a lower version. And this is what's going to happen if I now press A to install 00.5 again. You can see it disappeared and reappeared. Now we see it's 00.5. If you want to get rid of it, see there's select. We can press select to uninstall the app and it's gone. And if you want to remove the installer, you press L and R at the same time and press A to confirm again and B to exit, and you see both apps have disappeared from the home menu. On the Patreon page there's this link, see all commits since the previous release, and you can see all the commits and changes that have been made for the temp build. This could be useful for reporting bugs and referring to specific versions or changes, or just to check whether the project has died. There's a link to the Noise Commander 3DS companion app on GitHub. This is a Qt app, and under releases you can find a Linux build I have on my desktop. So it looks like this. In the temp version 006 I can navigate to this connect button, press it, and it will give me an IP address that I need to insert, and then I get a screencast. So anything I do here will show at on the PC. If I load what I did earlier, I have big plans for the companion app. There will be more features like synchronizing your files over and more. So this could be useful to record YouTube videos or to record bugs and send them back to me if there's a crash or something like that. Once Noise Commander is installed, you will have 3 folders in your root directory of the SD card. That is samples, tracks, and Noise Commander. You can add your own samples here. Just make sure they are mono, 16-bit unsigned WAV format files. I will make a change in the next version and rename the Noise Commander folder to just NC, and then have the samples and the tracks inside of it to be less overall intrusive and spammy on your SD file system.